Hello friend, today I'm here with the array and I want to show you some of the functions used with the array. Uh, so after the ES6 array is being quite easier than before. So let's go through the array first, okay? So let's assume we got the name of the array items, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to make video very simple, so it's for the basic beginners. So so uh, so I got the simple data over here, so some of the numbers in the array and assign in the variable. So while assigning the variable, we use the constant, so items. So before, if I want to print the each items of the array, what we used to do before ES6. So let's do this. So each item means each index of the array starts with 0. So while doing this loop, we start with 0, and the index I is, so how many items are there? 5 items. Okay, so I'm starting with very beginning. So and the array increase by I. So it's been a while I haven't used this for loop. Okay, so index value starts from 0, and there we got 5 items, so it goes up to 5 and I plus plus. Okay, so if I do now console.log, and items means array items. Okay, we are going to print it. So it is printing 5 times, means you can see over there 1 2 3 4 5, because we have index I is less than 5. So what it does, it goes from 0 to 5. So 0 1 2 3 4 means 5 times the loop goes, loop iterates. So the loop goes for 5 times, and the 5 times it prints the items value of the items is, we got 5 5 numbers in the array, so it prints 5 times. Okay, makes sense. But I want to print only the numbers at the times, not whole the array. So what I do is items and each index from that items. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. So let's do this again. So if I want to print each item from the array, what I do, write the items name and index of the array. So what index? So index start from 0 1 2 3 4. So if I want to print 2, it is 1, because index start from 0 1 2 3 4. So at the 1 position, 1 index, there is 2 number. It is just a number, so I do 1 4 7. It doesn't make confuse. Okay, so 9 and 3. Okay, there are 5 numbers in the array. So from 1 position, what it prints? It prints 4. If I want to print from, so 0 1 2 3 index, what it does, it should print 9. Did you see 9 over here? So this is the way in array can be output. Okay, so now if you see here, so every time the loop goes 5 times, means how many times the loop should goes. Like if the numbers is here like 8 5, so there are if there are many numbers 5 7, there are many, like many and many, too many. Okay, so what, you don't need to count each of the number. Okay, so you have items, so give the items, and the length will count the item inside the array. Okay, so how many it have. So let's do this. Let's comment out console.log. So items dot length, let's see what it does. So there is 10 item, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, but the index start from 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so this is the way these things work. Okay, so now when I do this, you must see this is for, like, the loop goes 10 times, and each time the loop goes, the index positions inside the array will be print out. Okay, will be console. So we used to do this before, like before the ES6 came, but after the ES6 what we do is write the what you want to print. Let's say you want to print all, so const all is equal to items dot map. Okay, so each item means this is s with s and this is single s, so you can write any variable but you don't need write the same variable here. Okay, so what it does is items is the all array and I is the each item inside this array. So why I'm writing with this variable, because it simplify me, it makes me easier what it does. Okay, so I'll give the item and I is the index. Okay, just it position, index position of the array. So one, if you see here 1 at the first, what is index position? It's 0. Okay, so the I have the 0 value for 1 and item is 1 value. Okay, so this way it works. And I want to map. What do you want to map means what do you want to show with that array? So I want to show all the items. Okay, so you write console.log I, or you just return return item over here. It doesn't display because you are not consoling anything. Console.log all. See, now you can see 14793, exactly the same item value over here. Okay, it doesn't make sense for now. So what I do is I want to get all the items and multiply it by 2. Okay, times 2. So times 2. Did you see here? You can see the each item is multiplied by 2. If you want to divide by 2, you can do it. So if you want to uh, print out only the even number from there, what do? So you will check if item, you'll check the remainder, how the remainder comes. If you do %2 and if the remainder is 0, okay, so this is like what it does is divide by 2 if the remainder comes 0. If the remainder comes 1, it is odd number. If the remainder comes 0, it's even number. Okay, so this is the technique that we use with all programming. So if the items divide by 2 and remainder comes 0, then return what? Return the item value. Okay, see, it is returning the item value, but why it is returning 0? Why? And just do whatever it returns at the time. So if I do this 4864, okay, so this is the way it work. Now let's go to the filter functions. Okay, so filter function is one of the functions, popular functions of after ES6. Okay, and it is used to filter the items item from the array. Like on my case, I have did this with the map function, so I'll use different functions. On my case, let's suppose I have the products products array. So I want to use filter functions here. So filter by product name and give the function name. Okay, products dot filter functions, where this is the callback function. So use product, and where product name is equal to, so I'll just give one cons equal to what sorts. So it should find only the product name with the sorts, not all the products. Okay, doing this, if I use the console.log, what do you see? Filter by product name. See, okay, it give us sorts, only the sorts item in our console. So in this way we filter it. Okay, so let's suppose we got, okay, let's do this. Now I want to filter with category, and filtering be waiting. Now see, only this, we can see sort and choose over here. So in this way we can filter the products. Make sense? So this way we use the filter functions. Now let's do the speed operator. So we use the same array on the top, products. So when I do, I'll ask you something. When I do this products, let's do, I have created one new array name items and assign the products. So what it does, it just assign the products value to the items, and when I do console.log items, see, you get the same items. Okay, it just assign the products into the items, and items will be displayed. So what if I want to copy the same functions and display differently? Okay, so bring the items of the one array to the another array, and you can change the data from that array. Okay, so for that you use the speed operator, like, okay, so there, now these items and these products, these are two different array, like a is equal to this and b is equal to this, but we are copying the array of we are copying the items of all the array of a in b. Okay, and we are using b in the different way. Make sense? These two array have the same data for now, but the data can be changed later on. But when you are assigning a to b, however you change the data of b or a, it remains the same. It's just assigning one variable to the another. Okay, so now let's see items. We got this. Now I want to push. So if I do this and console.log items, then see, now you got 4 items. Now if I do console.log products, sorry, so if I do console.items, means 1 2 3 4. Okay, because we are consoling this first consoling first comes at first, and the products is still we got 3. See, it is the difference between assigning to the different variable and copying of the one variable, one array to another. Okay, so this is in this way we can copy the things. So now I can filter the products and different variable. Doing this, what we get? Did you see here? From products we got shirt and shoes. Now if we use the items variable over here, what we get? We must get three items here. Look, see, now this is different items and this is different items, so we can do differently. Okay, so now let's do the reduce functions from the same array we have created just before. So products, so let's assume this is the cart item, and what cart usually have at the end of the cart sections, you can see the total amount of everything. Okay, so now you are going to total of all the items in the array, oh sorry, in the cart. So now total amount is just a variable I have created. For that I'm using reduce functions. Okay, so reduce, what it does is, reduce is the accumulator. Reduce have a accumulator which accumulate uh, whatever the results come from each item of the array and keep storing it, and at the end of the iterations it display all the result from the that accumulator variable. Okay, so accumulator is, let's assume it is one of the bucket. It keeps collecting from what you want to collect from each item of that array. It keeps collecting in that bucket. Like you want to collect the price value, then from each item of the array it get the price of the value and keep storing it. If you want to sum it, it keeps sum and storing it. Okay, it does sum and storing it. So accumulator hold the whatever you want to make it whole, and whatever you want to do with that data, like you want to sum, you want to product, whatever you want to do. So in this case I want to multiply quantity and price of each item of the cart and store in the accumulator, and as the iteration finish it display in the total amount. Okay, so for that what I do is, I have a carts variable with the reduce functions. As I said you, it have an accumulator, so I give the accumulator, and it have any value at the starting, like the cart, it have a cart, let's assume it's a cart, so at the starting cart is just 0. Okay, so there is no any value, so no any value means it is 0. Okay, at the initial value. So it, and every time it goes on the iteration, it just product the quantity and price and store in the accumulator. So return accumulator plus means it sum every time. What it sum is the cart, means each item of that carts. So carts dot quantity, where is the product, with cart dot price. Okay, and doing this, if I console.log and do the total amount, you can see 290. Okay, so in this way I can use the reduce functions. So we need the accumulator in this and the current value of that items. The current value of that item is 0 because there is nothing in the cart, and when it the initial value is 0 in that cart, and whenever the loop goes on, or iteration goes on, the quantity and price is calculated and keeps stored in the accumulator, and at the final result the accumulator will store in the total amount, and the total amount will be displayed. So this is the process it works. So yes, it is very useful when you do such type of tasks. So this is it for now, guys, and if you want to learn more, keep subscribing me, and I'll give you more and more video on such topics. So please, thank you.